Imagine standing outside a coffee shop. The aroma of roasted beans hits you. Latte or espresso? You pause, consider, and confidently choose one. But neuroscientists might tell you that decision was made before your mind even knew it. Your neurons had already set the motion. Your consciousness is only catching up. For centuries, humans have wrestled with this. Are we really free, or merely players following scripts written by nature, society, or, increasingly, machines? Even today, AI predicts what we want before we realize it. The illusion of choice extends beyond philosophy into every app, every recommendation, every swipe. Free will. At first glance, it seems obvious. We believe we are the authors of our actions, that we could have chosen otherwise. That notion underpins morality, justice, even our sense of identity. Kant argued that morality itself depends on freedom. Ought implies can. Without freedom, responsibility disappears. Praise, blame, guilt, or pride all collapse. If we could never do otherwise, can we truly call a decision ours? Yet every choice emerges from a web of influences. Genes, hormones, upbringing, social norms, education, even subtle environmental factors. A simple decision, whether to smile at a stranger or ignore them, may reflect decades of conditioning, moments of past trauma, or fleeting chemical changes in the brain. Consider a person choosing a career. They may feel drawn to medicine, art, or teaching. But are they truly free, or merely responding to family expectations, societal pressures, innate abilities, and the environment they grew up in? The illusion of autonomy feels real, but the roots of choice are tangled and hidden. Spinoza, a 17th-century rationalist, demolished the naive idea of free will. He argued that everything, planets, oceans, falling apples, human thoughts, follows the same natural laws. Men believe themselves free because they are conscious of their actions and ignorant of the causes by which they are determined. Freedom, in Spinoza's view, does not mean doing whatever you want. True freedom is understanding why you want it, seeing yourself as a part of nature's vast web, recognizing that every impulse, every thought, every feeling is a consequence of preceding causes. Imagine resisting a storm. The harder you push against the wind, the more exhausted you become. Understanding the storm allows you to navigate it wisely, moving with its current instead of against it. So too with life. Understanding the forces that shape you is liberation. Spinoza's deterministic universe may seem cold at first, but his vision of freedom is profound. It is the calm acceptance of reality, an inner clarity that allows you to act without being swept away by illusion or fear. Centuries after Spinoza, science began to catch up. In the 1980s, Benjamin Libet conducted experiments that would shake our intuitions. Brain activity predicting a decision occurs milliseconds before we consciously act. Our conscious mind may merely narrate what our neurons have already decided. Layer this with habits, cultural norms, emotional patterns, and subconscious drives. And freedom begins to look like a beautifully painted cage. Even small decisions, what to eat, when to speak, whom to trust, reflect countless unseen forces. Our mind stitches together the illusion of choice, giving us a sense of agency where there may be none. Yet paradoxically, the ability to recognize this illusion opens the door to conscious insight. Understanding the hidden influences in our minds allows us to navigate life more skillfully. Jean-Paul Sartre turns determinism on its head. Man is condemned to be free. Even if the universe determines much of what happens, consciousness gives us an escape, the ability to interpret, respond, and choose the meaning of circumstances. Saying, "I had no choice," is itself a choice, a surrender. Awareness allows us to reclaim freedom, however constrained. Sartre emphasizes responsibility. Every reaction to suffering, injustice, love, or loss is an opportunity for conscious choice. Within limits imposed by biology, society, or fate, we remain architects of our inner lives. Nietzsche strips freedom and morality to their raw essence. The doer is merely a fiction added to the deed. Actions happen, life expresses itself through us. There is no metaphysical self controlling every moment. Nietzsche's challenge: stop fretting over free will and instead ask, can I affirm life as it is, fully, without regret or denial? True strength comes not from controlling events, but from embracing them. Amor fati, love your fate, affirm life, and find freedom in acceptance. Today, determinism wears a digital mask. Algorithms predict desires, purchases, even moods. Byung-Chul Han warns, in the digital age, freedom transforms into voluntary submission. Our choices feel real, but often the system has anticipated them. Social media, targeted ads, and AI recommendation engines create a deterministic environment for thought itself. Yet awareness of this deterministic web allows subtle resistance. Conscious reflection can interrupt automatic behavior, a small rebellion in a digital labyrinth. Are we free? Perhaps not in the absolute sense of breaking causality. But freedom can exist within the chain. Awareness and conscious response create space for choice. Understanding our drives, patterns, and histories allows us to act deliberately rather than reactively. Awareness is freedom realized. Spinoza. Freedom is understanding necessity. Even amidst algorithms and chaos, the most radical act is pausing, breathing, and choosing consciously, becoming fully who you already are.